Hello everyone and welcome back to another F124 driver career mode video. This week we're at Suzuka, one of my personal favorite tracks, so I am looking to get a good finish here. If you did miss the video that went live a couple days ago, I do recommend you go check that out. We did manage to get an 8th place finish from P20 on the grid, which was huge, and Lando Norris snuck in his maiden victory. That's the third different winner to start the year. We do have a secret meeting this week, so we are going to go ahead and get into that, see what that holds. It's with Alpha Tauri, or should I say VCARB. I don't think I'm interested in this. Really no reason to go to VCARB. We're at a works team right now. I don't really want to go to a development team for Red Bull. If anything, I would want to do good here and maybe jump to Ferrari or Red Bull or Mercedes. As far as upgrades go, we do have 423 points to go ahead and develop the car a little bit. The cable assembly did fail, so I think we are going to go ahead and throw that one back on. Just because it's one of the cheaper upgrades. We do have 22 days till our major engine upgrade, which will be right after China. That's going to add a lot more power to our engine, which is definitely lacking. Little update on the driver standings. We have Carlos Sainz leading the driver standings by 2 points over Max Verstappen and 5 points over Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. It is a four-way battle for the title right now. Not too sure if it's going to stay that way, you know, with how Red Bull can dominate and stuff like that, but we're hoping it stays a nice close race throughout the rest of the year. As far as Alpine goes, me and Pierre are in a tight-knit battle for 8th and 9th right now. Alpine is in 4th in the Constructors, ahead of Mercedes and Aston Martin, which is just... We never expected to start that good, but we will take it. We need to bring upgrades to the car as fast as we possibly can so we can look to stay ahead of them and battle them for that 4th place in the Constructors, which would bring us a ton of money come the end of the year. Now we have the specialist goals. As far as for the wind tunnel engineer, we're just going to go ahead, open the DRS slot for 45 seconds. Seems like an easy enough goal. Qualify better than your teammate. We'll go ahead and do that one. We'll do 5 laps in practice, nice and easy. And then we'll do perfect the race strategy practice program. Hopefully we can hit all those goals and get some more experience and level those specialists up. Little weather forecast update before practice starts. Race looks like it's going to be dry, but qualifying looks like it is going to be very, very wet. So hopefully we can get a good lap hooked up in the rain. Now we're going to go ahead and head on into practice and try to get some resource points for the team.
Suzuka is an old-school favourite, an old seat of motorsport and a place where so many champions have been crowned. Let's get the weekend started then. It's practice in Japan.
Alright, here we are for our first lap of the race weekend. I forgot to put the engine mode in medium because they for some reason always start you on none for this program. Here we are in the purple range. Delta's climbing over 4 tenths up on the Delta as we go through 130R. 5 tenths up, almost 6 tenths up on the Delta as we brake late into the chicane. Take as much curb as we can and get on the power as fast as possible. 8 tenths up on the Delta, and that's a purple score to start the race weekend.
Really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable
That's how you like to build on the weekend right there. Alright, here's our first real test of our pace for the weekend. As usual, we're not going to use any overtake or DRS, just to get an accurate representation of our race pace for our race strategy. Finished the lap 1.2 seconds up on the Delta. Our race pace looks pretty strong. One second up on the Delta. Our race pace looks real strong this weekend. Hopefully this is a good indication that we can score some points for the third time this year. We are 1.2 seconds up in the delta as we go into the final chicane. Finish this lap here and we'll have a purple score. We are going to go ahead and do the last 2 laps just to get a more accurate reading for our strategy. These mediums do seem like they're maintaining their grip quite well though. Oh my gosh, what a snap of oversteer right there. Now we're 5/10 down on the delta. I was somewhat tempted to use my battery right there to make it back up. Maybe if we're real brave here. Oh, and we locked the rears. Oh, this and next lap invalidated. We might as well bring her on into the pits after that one. Well, that was quite a mistake, but luckily it didn't cost us much. Sweeping through 130R, 3.5 tenths up on the delta almost as we send it into the final chicane. Take as much as the curb as we can. Get down on the power, and I think that's a purple score.
Job well done. We got some.
A warm welcome, everybody, from a venue that has seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Remember, Verstappen in 23, Vettel in 2019, some phenomenal pole laps. But whose will it be today?
Here we are for our first lap of Q1, and it is absolutely chucking it down. Gonna look to try to get a decent delta on the board and find where the grip is as we go a little wide there into turn 1. Very minimal grip on the track currently. As you can see, a racing line hasn't even really formed yet. Something I've been needing to work on for a while is my wet weather driving. Honestly, just not much experience with it. Something I do struggle with. A 143.5 by Hamilton. Let's see how much we're down on the delta. It doesn't tell us. Oh, as we get a big snap of oversteer there out of 130R. How we held on to that, the world may never know. We are going to go ahead down for one more lap after this. 146.5. We are 3 seconds off Lewis Hamilton, so there is a lot of work to be done. As Perez does get out of our way there, nice of him. We're down on the delta already. Not what you like to see. Gained a second, but we need 2 more. 145.4. That's better. We need more time though. Oh, we lose our front wing. Not good.
Okay,
not
you've got
good.
front wing damage. This will have a major impact.
Alright, here we are. Our final chance to make it into Q2. We're following our teammate Pierre Gasly here. We're already majorly up on the delta. Oh, don't. And we invalidate our first lap. So we just gotta hurry up and get back around and maybe do one more lap. Alright, we invalidated our first lap, but it was a 42.8. We picked up massively. Everyone's going to be picking up a lot here. It's going to be who can put in the best lap right as qualifying's ending. 17. No, with the 42.6. Oh, we struggled in the rain there. I thought that final lap would be enough. I think that snap coming out of 130R really cost us. How much did we miss it by? Not much at all. Just, half a tenth. A little over half a tenth. Oh, that's, yeah, if we didn't have that snap coming out of 130R, we make Q2 for sure. Unfortunate. Daniel Ricciardo got disqualified for some reason. So we're starting P17 on the grid. That is not what we wanted to see. Got a lot of work to do in the race.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Issa Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today at the Japanese Grand Prix? We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka Circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Hülkenberg, Leclerc, Sainz, Tsunoda, Gasly, Albon, Magnussen, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Sargent, Bottas, Fittipaldi, Joe, Stroll, Ricciardo, and Lewis Hamilton rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I don't want to, but we should look at their recent performances, and I think poor is a universal word to describe them. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
If we want to achieve a points finish like last race, you're going to need to push for positions early on. Let's go for it. Good luck.
I do agree. We do have to push early on and make up some time at the beginning. Looks like our strategist wants us to go with the alternate strategy, actually, is what it had selected, with the mediums to the hards. But they're saying we could go softs to mediums. I do feel like the softs are going to die out super quick. I think the mediums to hards is going to be a safer strategy, and we're going to go with that because I feel like we do have some pace. We just got dampened by the wet weather. So let's get on into it and hopefully have a decent start here. Alright, here we have those 5 red lights. Hopefully we can get a good launch here. And it's lights out and away we go at the Japanese Grand Prix. Bottas gets an amazing start, and so does Zhou. The 2 Saubers getting off the line really well. We're gonna do a quick switchback almost there on Albon. And drive around the Sauber here. Stick our nose in on the Red Bull. He kind of just drives into the side of us there. That was a late move by us though, so I will give him some slack. Oh, as Perez just sends it up on the inside of us, makes more contact with us. We're going to use our battery here to try to make the move stick. Oh, we had to brake quite hard there to not run into the back of Alonso. And I am going to look to dive bomb Alonso here, going into this first hairpin. I was thinking about K-Mag, but I don't think it was worth it. Oh, Alonso gets an amazing run out of the hairpin. The grip on the softs is just insane. We are doing all these passes on the medium compound tire too. So our tire advantage will only get stronger as the run goes on. Up to P12 though. 4 positions in 1 lap, we'll take it. Wow, we just did a Daniel Ricciardo-esque move. We just sent it from a mile back.
Great pass. Okay,
Wow.
the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
I don't know what happened behind me, but K-Mags dropped back and we formed a pretty big gap over the guys behind us. We're gonna dive to the inside of Russell here. Oh, and we almost run into our teammate there. We got so much rear locking there. So much rear locking. What's our 54%? We'll go to 55% brake bias. Oh man, we almost run into the back of George Russell there. We braked so much later than they did. Thank God we actually have
Okay, you're
DRS
losing
so
a
we
small
can
amount of time to the car
challenge
behind. Let's
Fernando here
keep
down the
pushing.
straight. But he is so fast, even with DRS and the DRS wide open, he's still challenging us. We are able to fend him off though. Oh, we're gonna dive bomb George Russell here into the hairpin. Oh, we almost should have just dive bombed Pierre Gasly to our teammate. Trying not to actually cost us so much time. But that's P10, baby. Double points position right now for Alpine. We just gotta keep advancing. We gotta try to get as many positions as we can while we have this tire advantage, because once we go on the hards and they're in the mediums, the first few laps will definitely be pretty rough. We're gonna look to the outside and now inside of our teammate Pierre Gasly, and we make it stick.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
He didn't fight us too hard though, to be completely honest, which I appreciate, Pierre. Sonoda's past Leclerc and is now up to P6. What a drive in the V-car by Sonoda. Oh, we're diving on the inside here of Alex Albon.
Nice move.
Make
Good
it
job.
stick. Let's go. Beautiful. Up to P8. Woo! Wow, that was terrifying. Oh, and the AI is pitting. We do get
Yeah, he's
DRS
in for
down
a
the pit
stop
straight
now.
though. We need to have a fast in lap here.
Okay, forget the targets
Yeah, that
for
was a
now.
little
We're going to
safe.
focus on the pit stop.
I was a little safe, but I really didn't want to mess it up. We didn't need anything crazy. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot for the race.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect
Nice, we
job
didn't have
from
to
you
hold
and
at
the
all
crew there,
either.
mate. We're delighted with
We're
that.
out ahead of Perez. We're out ahead of Russell. They are going to undercut us on the track, but that's to be expected.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
So there goes Sonoda, Leclerc, and Alonso. And Gasly. We got to get some heat into these tires, like they said. And they use mediums will probably be a lot faster at the beginning compared to the hards, but after a few laps, they should wear them out. A little more than the softs, so probably after 5-6 laps. Probably by lap 14, 15, I'll really start to have a tire advantage. Pretty surprised that wasn't a warning there. Honestly, cut this chicane pretty deep. No DRS though. We gotta get closer.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Perez just drives by us like we're absolutely standing still, even while using ERS. He did have the DRS open though, so I mean it makes sense. Still a really good first stint by us though, and we're gonna have better tires towards the end, so we just gotta be patient, not make any massive mistakes here at the start of the stint to really damage the rest of our race, you know. We got DRS that time, which is crucial. The Haas is still gonna be rapid on the straight here and try to pass us, but we're able to defend it actually. The tires on the guys ahead should be starting to wear out pretty soon. They've done, I think, 4 laps on it. We will have 1 lap newer tires. Plus, we're also on the hard tires and they're on the mediums, so. At a certain point, we should have a big grip advantage. Oh yeah, let's dive to the inside of the Red Bull there. Wow. What? Man, he put some power down on the exit there. Seems like their medium tires are holding up quite well, honestly. It's crazy to me that Leclerc is struggling so much. He definitely must have an issue. And Gasly's just struggling to get by him. I feel like once he does, he'll be able to open up the pace. Yeah, we drained our battery right there. I was really tempted to make a look, but I thought better of it. I don't want to ruin our whole race. There's so much time left.
Okay, mate,
and
we
their
didn't get what we
mediums
needed there, I'm
have to
afraid.
just be
But head
falling
down,
off.
chin up, and let's focus on the
Oh,
rest
and
of the
now
race.
Gasly's going by Leclerc here, using the DRS, and he makes the move stick. Now it'll be a telltale sign. If Gasly starts to just gap Leclerc, for sure Leclerc has an issue, which I think he's gonna. It's already looking like he's gonna. I need to get by here. Ooh, he almost run into the back of Perez.
Keep
Leclerc's
managing
really
your
going
tyres,
slow now.
manage your tyres.
I'm sending it into the chicane. Or chicane, hairpin. And we made it stick. We tried to give him no room there, so we could really make it
Good
stick.
job, nice overtake.
I'm diving to the inside of Leclerc here. Oh no, there's zero chance I did. He braked really late in that corner. Perez goes to the inside of us through 130R, but he can't make it stick. We're gonna dive to the inside of Charles Leclerc here. We do make it stick through the final chicane. We will get DRS here to really finalize the move and pull a gap. And maybe run down Gasly in these
You're
final 3
increasing
laps.
the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
We just got our second warning. Alright, now I think maybe we need to be careful. Not go to try to chase down Gasly. Either way, Alpine gets the same amount of points, and if we fuck up, we get no points. Yeah, we're pushing too hard to try to catch Gasly, and it might bite us in the ass. We just need to focus on holding off Perez here, and bringing home 8th and 9th for the team, which, after starting P16, we'll take a 9th and 2 points, honestly. There's a part of me, though, that really wants to run down Gasly, and I feel like he's going to be so slow these coming laps. Sonoda just got passed. He is P7 though, which is crazy. As Perez.
Come on, you can win that place back.
That Red Bull is rapid, mate. Oh, as we brake late into the final chicane, we forced Sergio Perez to give us the space. A little bit dirty of a move by us, but it worked.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
We just gotta bring it home now. Make sure no warnings. As we go go through the hairpin for the final time. Prepare to go through spoon. P8 and P9 for Alpine. Huge points for the team as Oscar Piastri brings it home in first place for McLaren and his first win of his career and of our F124 driver career. That is crazy. That is, I believe, Lando, yeah, back-to-back wins for McLaren. Lando Norris got his maiden victory last week, and Oscar Piastri gets his maiden victory this week as Alpine scores double points, Tsunoda gets P11, and Charles Leclerc has a disappointing day and finish out of the points.
And that's the end of the race.
Take that.
We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
I'm very interested to see who all was on the podium. As we also get driver of the day. That's a nice little cherry on top as well.
Oscar Piastri, take a bow. What a performance. What a win.
Man, that's so awesome. Oscar definitely deserves a win.
The difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
Well, Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen on the podium. Red Bull really needs their second driver to step up.
One can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
What a race weekend. Oscar Piastri gets his first win of his Formula One career 1 week after Lando Norris gets his inaugural win. What a start to our F124 driver career. It has just been so interesting. Nico Hülkenberg gets 5th in a Haas here at Japan with Yuki Tsunoda 7th. Alpine gets 8th and 9th. Just a shocker of a weekend for the top teams. No points for Mercedes, which is absolutely huge for us in the battle in the constructors. Absolutely massive. Let's go ahead and take a look actually at the standings. Max Verstappen does lead the driver's standings now. 2 points ahead of Carlos Sainz and just a mere 10 points ahead of Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri is far back, but if he can have a few more races like that, he can definitely bring it closer. The biggest thing that's killing Red Bull is they really don't have a second driver to help them in the constructors. We are now tied with Pierre Gasly in points. We both have 16, which is pretty crazy, honestly. We both have had a great start to the year. As far as the constructors go, that just catapults Haas up to 8th place and ahead of Sauber and Williams. They already have 10 points now. Huge race weekend for Hülkenberg. Ferrari leads the constructors by 10 points over Red Bull and 11 over McLaren. Even though Max leads the drivers, they're 10 points down on the constructors because of Sergio Perez's struggles. Honestly, pretty accurate to real life. We are P4 pretty considerably by 8 points over Aston and Mercedes. An absolute shocker of a weekend for Mercedes. And they're on a downwards trajectory, honestly. So hopefully they can turn it around for them. But what a weekend for Alpine. 8th and 9th. Just a good weekend overall for Formula One. Oscar Piastri gets his maiden victory. So hopefully we can have a good weekend next weekend at China, I believe. Continuing the Asian part of the calendar. Thank you to everyone who watched the video. You guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe.